Hello everyone. Here's Varsha again. Hi. Yeah, today I brought a topic that is stress, depression, and practical solutions about it, and yes, hypnosis explained. So I don't want to just put one hypnosis video or audio and not explain it first. So, and what is the purpose of that? That is also important. So um, let's talk about nowadays scenario. It's like because of corona and covid and this lockdown, and people are losing their jobs. Many things have changed, many lives have changed. People are losing their loved ones also, and there's always a fear of getting infected. And when you see, if you go out of your house, then also you see everybody is having restrictions how to get socialized, and people are afraid of course socializing, and everybody has this mask on which is needed. But when you see each other in person, you don't see smiles, you see fear in their eyes, and you don't see their lips, if even they are smiling, then do not. So it's very not so great situation, when you go out, then also it is very gray and dull. And when you are in the house, then you feel like in the restrictions, then many people are losing their jobs. Many people are in facing uncertainty, or they are worried about their jobs. So financially there are like there is pressure, and how it's going to work out for everyone. And these are the like big question economy wise, not only in India, it's worldwide. Many countries having this same problem. um, Different scenario, different politics, but yes. And then there are conspiracies that whether corona is really one infection or not. So many people are believing in that, many people are not believing in that, which I see. Okay, if it is there or if it is not there, then too precaution is very important, because precaution, if it is not there, great, you are taking precautions. If it is there, great, you are at least taking precautions. So in that way, you are safe. But yes, what is the cost or of being safe? The cost of being safe is freedom. Freedom of socializing, freedom of going out of the house just for a drive, just for free fun, freedom of going for holidays with kids, freedom to feel safe outside and inside. So we are many things are at cost of, um, if we are believing in it, or if we are not, means this is out of the question. You have to take precautions. But when you take precautions, yes, what are the, you're taking precautions, and then what are the problems you are facing? You are safe, okay, but then what you are losing, which you don't see also. So you don't see the stress, you don't see that you are missing the smiles of the people, which is needed so to socialize. Like for 1 year old child, you like in Germany, there was a like feel, and everybody in society was doing that. After the child is 1 year old, you just send this kid to the Tagesmutter Tagesvater. It's like a kindergarten crèche kind of facility, and they are just going to play and get along with other kids of the same age, and also maybe similar, little older or younger. And that way they learn different things, from each other, rather than we are teaching them. Because of course it is, they need to socialize. And for 1 year old child who doesn't speak rightly, he needs to socialize, I can understand. What about the grown-ups, na? So one thing. And then these all situations, and then many people are falling sick, many people are losing their family members. And I'm so sorry if somebody of someone is listening or watching this video and has lost somebody in the family. It's really hard feeling, and there's no word to explain it. There's no word to nobody can really put this feeling in the word and say, yes, I feel for you. Because you feel for yourself, and it is very deep feeling for the loss of one of the family member. So I feel sorry for you, and I pray for those who have lost their lives, but I give strength, and I pray strength and courage for the family members. Those are there, and they still have to face this pain. So all these things, what they are building up inside us, what they are building. The many people, when they see this, or you have any kind of body loss or all these stages, then what happens? Either you are in panic attacks, you can have anxiety, you can have stress, you can, in the worst case, you can have depression even, and you will never know that you are falling in that direction. So this is the time you have to be very aware to keep your mental health in intact. And I promised earlier also that I'm going to post such videos regarding, but I'm so sorry that it took a while, and I had some personal contacts with the friends, those who need me, but now I'm going to make it that those who need, they can also go to the video. Those who doesn't know me, they can also follow the things on internet, and I don't have to personally contact everyone for that, and not everybody has to personally contact me for that. So you're welcome. If you need help personally also, I can help, but most of the things I will put them online already, so people can use it. So first thing, problem, you got it. Now the result is depression and anxiety and all. And there is like there was a Swiss American psychiatrist, and Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and the famous this is the diagram. I just because I'm studying this advanced advanced psychology, so modern advanced psychology, it has a different approach to the cases, which I really admire. It's not the classic version, but it is also coming from the classic version. So here it is, the Kubler-Ross change curve of growth and development. She has introduced it in 1969. These things are not very important. Wait a sec, here I forgot to write here event. So this is the thing. If you can understand this line, this is also popularly known as the like you can just see it like what you say, how the cycle of grief is going, how it is going on. So this is the event. Whatever event happened, maybe we take a small example that you got kicked out of your job. Yeah, one person got kicked out of the job. So this is the event happened, and because this person has worked so well, and he never thought that this will happen to him, because his boss were happy, and he took some things, some loan and some assets, and now he's paying EMIs, and he was relying on this job, which is gone out of his hand. So this is the event happened, and then there comes the denial. Like first stage is that he will feel that no, this is not going to happen to me. Why? I work so good, and I am so regular, and my output is perfect, and my boss was happy, and I was nice person. Then why this happening to me? This denial happens, and then after denial, he really sees that yes, I got the letter in my hand that I'm suspended, I'm just thrown out, kicked out of the company. So of course the anger comes, and then this anger, I made a this sign which is going upper triangle and down triangle. This is just my understanding to explain to you, and that is like anger is always aggressive, outward energy, so you are showing it to out, but also it is pulling you from inside, it is pulling you down. So you can really be aggressive to others, but from inside you feel really in different depth, you feel empty and you feel low. So anytime whenever you are angry, you don't feel contented, you feel lost, you don't feel good, so you're going down, your graph is going down actually. Then comes the bargaining. So what happened, event happened, then denial happened, then this person becomes so angry and he shouted at the boss and everything, and then he calmed down, and then he really felt, okay, I tried my last, and then he comes to the bargaining to the boss that, maybe, you can still give me a chance, I'm sorry, but this, that, and no, it's not happening. So he showed his full power of anger, then he showed his total, beggar uh, position, that please give me, I really need it. He kneeled down completely, he did his bargaining, not happening. And also at this stage he is going to share his stories to some friends, and if he doesn't get the right feedback from the friends, like, okay, forget about this, take some time and apply here and there, and we support you and don't worry, and maybe it will be good for him. But if this doesn't happen to him, he can have mild depression or deep depression. So this is the line. If you go down here, then you come to the depression. After, if you don't get the right feedback or right people around you, and you don't really express your story rightly, and you come to this depression. And after that, you can stay here and you start taking medicine, or you need help, or at this position, if it is very mild, you can come up again. And the only way of coming up is acceptance. Acceptance is, you have to accept the situation. You have to understand that, okay, I lost the job, forget about it, now I lost the job, this is the reality, and I accept it. And that's how you come out. So this is a general way. Like for small events, people do this happens. This is the 5 stages of grief cycle, and people on and off, they do this. If you lose a girlfriend, then you're fighting, you're angry, then you're bargaining again, calling her, and then you're going in depression, then you're coming out and accepting that, okay, she's gone. So many examples you can give, and you can find always this is happening. So what I find in this very important, that everybody should know and understand, is that this, whatever event happened, you have to find your way out of it, is acceptance. So once you accept your situation, that, okay, this happened and I accept it, and now I have to go ahead from this point. If she's gone, I accept it. If my job is gone, I accept it, and I try to get another job, I try to get another girl, things like that. Or if you lose a loved one, you have to accept that this person is gone to a different world, for a better world, and you have to yeah, it's hard, but this is the very like, the moment you accept that, okay, your loved one is gone, and you accept it and make peace with it, then only you will be in peace, and this person who died, according to Hindu mythology, is also in peace. That's why we do this whole ritual of 13 days and all. So anyways, that is another spiritual thing. It is psychology going on and mixing up. So this is one thing, and now back to me. So if in general, for the general problems, if one can see this, then most of the cases you will understand, okay, this is happening to me, and what is the next stage. If you know the stages, then you will know that, okay, then you will not react that deep, like, okay, now I'm depressed and my world is ending. No, there is another way out. So if you understand there is a way out, then you might try to go to that way out. But sometimes that happens, that your way out is not happening to you by yourself, all by yourself. So what happens, you go to psychiatrists, and you help, either you help others or people help you. Sometimes this also happens, that when you are really low, with me this happens, when I'm low, either I'm reading a book or I'm going to help somebody. And if I help somebody, I'm like some friend or whatever, means help means what, means if somebody else's problem I try to solve, so I forget my problem. This happens to me, and that really works for me. So I'm just telling you how one can make the way out of how to distract from your own problem, na? How you can just focus somewhere else and not sit and cry. So this is one thing. Now we come to the hypnosis, and why I'm saying this, because this situation happens, there you need sometimes hypnosis. And what is hypnosis? Now we come to that part. Hypnosis is something I was very interested since childhood. Actually, this is like my passion from childhood to learn palmistry and occult sciences and hypnosis. And yes, I read so many books and so many stupid books as well, which I'm really not really proud of. But such books, they are really saying "aankhon ka jadoo," like your eyes are magic and all bullshit. Like yes, you can look from your eyes to others, and this person cannot move, and all this for me means I saw that, and then I felt, okay, does this happen? But this never happens. So later, when I got some meaningful good books and good teachers that I could really experience also, I myself did also hypnosis to others and also received. So when you do that, then you know. And the fear, the main fear I felt from the people whenever I was like giving healing and then mixing up with the hypnosis, then this person was always like, oh, so what is going to happen to me? Like hypnosis, so what, you will control me, or so you will not become a, jumbo bumbo robot and I'm not going to say, okay, now you're hypnotized and now you go take the knife and murder my enemy. Not like that. So it doesn't happen like that. Hypnosis is state of mind, that your brain waves, there are so many brain waves, and then we come to from first to second, second to third, and we stay at that nice brain wave where you are not sleeping and where you are also focused, your attention is focused toward the listener. And at that level, when you hear your suggestions, so then you will accept it. For example, you want to forget about your ex, for example. So what happens, first of all, we do the relaxing exercises, which is in India it is called also Yog Nidra. It is in Osho meditation also this body love, and then there is you can say mental exercise. You can name it in different because everybody is doing it and calling it different thing. So it's I altogether I found it is the same process. It is the same thing going on. So so you have this exercise. You lie down and then you listen, and you just follow the voice, and then because of this exercise you focus on your body parts and make them relaxed, and then finally your body is relaxed and your brain waves are relaxed. And yeah, here is a little bit I want to explain about the brain waves. So so in general, excuse my stupid flower here, but I felt like drawing this flower here. Anyways, in general, just imagine this is your brain, yeah, and then the brain has the outer circle. First of all, the outer circle is called means there are machines nowadays, even you can wear this hat with so many wires, and one can read your brain waves. So it's the graph is coming like this, like this, feel like this, feel calm, and then again fast, na? So what is this? This is some graph, and this graph is about the waves. So this first wave of our brain is beta wave. It has 14 to 40 CPS. What is CPS? CPS is count per cycle per second. So 1 second you have how many cycles? From 14 to 40 cycles. 14 to 40, I would say you can understand it like 14 to 40 thoughts per second is on this brain. So on this brain wave. So this brain wave is like in general when we are awake, like you are listening to me, you are listening to this audio, and there is a some pot on in the kitchen, and I have to, after 2 whistles I have to switch it off, for example, or my kids are coming and I have to pick them, or I'm going to check this message on email also, and I'm listening to this also. You're multitasking because you are so much going on in the brain, and that is the outer brain wave, beta. Then comes the alpha. Alpha is mostly when people are into the light meditative state or focused, very focused. It is from you can say 8 to 14 CPS, na, cycle per second. So 8 thoughts to 14 thoughts, it's not thoughts, but I'm just saying because you will understand that there's 40 thoughts, and then now there's 8 thoughts, so very light and less, and you feel more focused, you feel more relaxed, and that is alpha state. Yeah. um, and then you come to theta state, and this is what is the state where I would like you to come for hypnosis, because this is the state is just before the delta, and delta is full sleep. When you have deep sleep, even you don't have dreams, there's a blank space comes during the dream that is so deep that you don't even dream. Theta is the state where you can even dream, your imaginations are there, so whole day what happened, or you heard a story, and all these things are part of your brain, which is brain is building up a story and showing you as a dream. So that is the theta. Theta is our working space. So that is from 4 to 8 CPS. So that's the point where we want to come and work on hypnosis. I explain you more. And then delta is the, delta is the deep sleep space, and that is 0.5 to 4 CPS. It's almost no thoughts, but still going on, brain is working, and I don't know what it is doing. It's such a crazy thing. Still universe we are exploring, and our brain we cannot explore. Still it is so much to explore there. Anyways, so this is delta, and then in the end the center is the stillness. It's the beautiful stillness, the space, the universe, the nothingness, or you can call it so much, I don't know what. There's so many words you can call and still not express it. So that's like nirvana, you can say. And but it's not reachable. It's reachable maybe after delta in the deep sleep. Sometimes some people must do, but what we are going to work is with theta. Theta is intuition, theta is your subconscious, theta is your fear, anxiety from the childhood. So every problem is in theta, every plus point is in theta, every solution of your problems is in theta. So theta is the thing where we want to work on hypnosis. And then there is one one very interesting brain wave, which was first it was just 4 being studied in the earlier exploration, and then later gamma came, which is like it was so fast. It is 31 to 120 CPS. So it's so fast. It is I don't want to draw it. It's like a whole thing, it's like whole thing. It's like universe. We are just nothing in it. It's so fast. It's like if your brain has, for example, if your brain has logical mind and creative mind, and then from this point that your creative mind is saying, okay, I make a flower, and logical mind says, okay, take a pencil for that, and I need colors also. So this connection of suck is the gamma. It's super fast. So it's like light energy, like you say light is what you say, faster than the sound. So it's the fastest thing. Same is gamma is such thing, although it is like outermost circle. We are not going to use it, but it is somehow used in nowadays. It is being called like it is this spiritual connection. So of course you go, I see it like that. It's just my theory. I see it like that, that first you have to go in, like if you sow a seed, what you do, you root out that seed. So you go inside that seed, you give it moisture and water and whatever it needs to grow into the outer circle, so you go in and then you can grow out. So it's the whole cycle. It's my theory. I don't know whether somebody is not agree with it, but I feel it like that. So this gamma is also very interesting, but I have no say in it. I'm concentrating again back to theta. Now to come to this theta level, first of all we talk on the beta level. I give you reasons that okay, now we do a hypnosis. Hypnosis is the suggestion that you want to, for example, lose weight, and you don't carve for sweets, but you are liking it, and I'm saying no, it's not nice, but you are saying yes, but I cannot stop. Okay, so what happens that I talk to you, so at beta level you already agree with me to do a session, for example. So beta level I have crossed, I went in with you, yeah. And when you lie down, I lit some candles and then some fragrance in the room, and it's beautiful and comfortable. Then we come to already alpha level, yeah. And from alpha to theta is this exercise which is called yog nidra or sleep meditation or um, yeah, body love or whatever. Means there's so many names you can call it, but it's the same similar thing in different ways. And then you can do that exercise, and then you come to the theta level, yeah. And when you come to the theta level, then I give you that suggestion. It is like programming. So now you hear these suggestions that okay, I don't like sweets anymore, and they are just like stupid sweets and okay, it's just a taste of my tongue, nothing else, and it's not going to benefit me anymore, so I don't like it anymore. So when I say these things, it sits in your theta level, and theta level is like programming, like subconscious. So next time when you see it, you will not feel that tempting. That's the idea of hypnosis, that's all. Nothing else. So yeah, now we can come to the problems like depression, like um, job loss, like I'm not happy, or fear, and any guilt, any this kind of feelings. And for that I'm going to make different hypnosis sessions, and then you have to do one job, that you have to find a place, you have to lit some candles, you have to spray some perfume in the room, make yourself comfortable, lie down, and then listen to my audio which is having suggestions for weight loss, for example, or anger management, or I don't know, yeah, happiness, I feel happy, I feel blessed, like this kind of thing, no? So you can listen, and you can suggest me also if you want to have some customized hypnosis audio, then I can make that for you and put it online. It's nothing like something special you have to contact me or something. Just write in the comments and I can do that for you. It's little bit interesting subject for me. I don't know how you find it. Please comment on YouTube channel, not on Facebook. I just put on Facebook, and everybody writes on Facebook and not tell in the YouTube, because YouTube is the space where everybody is watching the video. So the unknown people, those who doesn't know me, they will also see, and they will understand when they see what are the comments and everything. So it's just yeah, I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy too. Take care. Bye.